At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. And man, what a couple days it's been. We finally got our dip. I know they suck. When they happen, you wake up, all your bags are down. You feel like you're wrecked. Oh, man, we all knew it was coming. We were talking about it, but I didn't listen to myself. If you go back to my streams from a couple months ago, I knew this dip was coming. I was saying I'm going to start scaling out of altcoins. And sure enough, so many things start happening. You get busy. And I started getting into this just straight hodl mentality and screw the swing trading. It's just not worth it to me. I don't have time for it. And I don't want that added stress. I feel like I've done all the research to find the best coins out there. So just holding them, I sleep at night perfectly fine, knowing I have some of the best coins and the best narratives in gaming, AI, real DeFi, DPIN. So we're crushing it. And then we have the go-to where all the money's going to flow to Pulse Chain. That's right, Vets. It's just getting dirty as hell, though, bro. I'm going to have to put an order in for a new one. So let's check out these bubbles right here, guys. Oh, yeah, before I do that, I'll show you guys something for the degencharizards out there. Check this out. Sealed case of Silver Tempest ETBs in here. So scoop that up today. And tomorrow, for all the chards, we got another giveaway for the Pokemon packs. So round 2 of the giveaways. If you're a degencharizard, you're eligible as long as you hold. What's up, Hex Bucky? Good to see you, my man. Appreciate you stopping in. So, guys, I knew the dip was coming. It's here. I think we're gonna roll over one more time. Something in my gut tells me that the halving. Oh, here comes the halving. Miners typically start selling right around the halving, right after. So I'm not gonna rule out we roll back over and maybe touch like 58, 56, something like that. But it's only short-term noise, guys. We've hopefully you guys have stacked all during the bear market and have prepared for this bull market. We've said for a while that nobody knows what's going to happen, right? I could make a case right now for why we're going to pump after the halving, why we're going to dump after the halving, why this cycle is going to end in March next year, why we're going to have a normal cycle and we're going to have a blowout top around the fall of next year. I mean, nobody knows, guys. It really comes to that. I watch a lot of different people out there, macro guys, crypto guys, stocks guys, gold guys. I watch a lot of different people and nobody knows. You get different people have their different opinions, and yeah, someone's going to be right, but you got to just play the odds and form a strategy, make a plan, and just stick to it. It's going to feel just like this dip right here kind of caught people off guard. Everything was feeling good. Coins were starting to move up. Bitcoin was hovering around 70K. Were we going to move up to 90 next? And then bam, we slam back down. And all that euphoria is just gone. But we knew the dip was coming, but I didn't take profits. So did I really feel it was coming? No. And I feel like that's what's going to happen at the end of the cycle. People are going to be so euphoric. Bitcoin to $1 million, Pulse Chain to $1. Who knows what the calls are going to be? But you got to stick to your plan and start scaling out. You do not want to be stuck this bear market holding anything but utility coins, I think. I think we're going to see a change towards the end of this cycle, a shift towards utility. So maybe those coins, like the Jasmies, the stuff that are now really front running the market, maybe they dip 30% while the rest of the market dips 50, 60. I really don't know. But as of right now, I think scaling out and then leaving the blue chips and just letting them ride, because all my previous mistakes were selling. When I back in 2019, when I bought Aave, when it was ETH Lend at $3 a coin, I bought like 340 of them or something for $1,000, and I should have just held. But I sold. Oh my God, I made my first 20x. I'm the man. Matic came along. We got it at under a penny. Oh my God, I made 100x. Holy shit. And then I think at 150x, I sold the rest of my bag and then missed out on the next 150x's. So if I had just held that Matic, I spent a half a ETH, which was $250 at the time, to get 18,000 Matic. And if I had just held, yeah, it would have been volatile. But right now, I'd be in a better off position. So I'm really thinking about those mistakes this cycle moving forward. And what coins do I want to sell? Because I really don't think we're going to have a nasty long bear market. I think it's going to, just like we started ripping previous to the halving this cycle, nobody saw that coming. I think this bear market, nobody's going to see it either not be as bad as people think. It ends way sooner than people think. I mean, something's going to happen where people that are just going to exit out, come back, buy the bottoms, and just return to the bull market. It's not going to be that easy anymore. People are getting smarter each cycle. I mean, look at it now. The regular altcoins weren't moving. It was all the degen plays, all the meme coins. People are stuck holding XRP. Even myself, XLM, these gems that are going to be used in the future for payments for the new financial system. Yet people don't care. Everyone's about that instant gratification. And that's where I have that ability now to swallow those temporary gains and accumulate these blue chips while we have them at rock bottom prices. XDC, XRP, even Pulse Chain, PDI. If Richard pulls this off and we have the first decentralized stablecoin on the Pulse Chain, all of the value, all the profits that are made across these other chains, they're going to filter that money back over to Pulse Chain, where real DeFi is. And if that happens, oh my God, guys, we win so hard. But enough of that. Let's check the favorites. I don't even want to. It's going to be so ugly. Holy shit. Yeah. So I'm wrecked today. I don't give a shit. It's temporary, guys. That's why right now focusing on Pokey, the degencharizard. It was just time. I was trying to do streams about crypto and cardboard, talking about Magic and Pokemon. No one really cared, but this was the way to do it. Launch a project that gives away cards, has a DAO, people can get involved. I want to start doing openings live on stream, and that stuff's fun, man. There's so many people that are just tearing cards open all day, every day on Whatnot, on YouTube. You can find it all over. It's addicting, and we now have 10K in liquidity in Pokey. And obviously, as soon as I fire it up, we get the dump in, but that's all right. We'll get the weak hands out, the non-believers who think this is just a regular meme coin. We're going to come in here, pay a bunch of people to shill it so it runs up fast and then dumps back down. That's not the case here. This is going to be a project that I care about. It's a passion of mine. And if it takes a little time to build on the back end, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere. This is going to be around for a while. Shout out to GooGod, because he just locked liquidity or showed me how to do it. I believe there's 42.7% is now locked for 229 years. And then we have the LP being burnt. So it's looking good, guys. Everything is coming around. We got the DEX tools updated yesterday. So we got all the socials on here. One click to the Twitter account, the Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram, come in here. The Pokey community, it's awesome. There's like 155 people in there already. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a bunch of people that are all like-minded. And when good green candles come and the entire market is just dumping, it feels good. So if you want to support the degencharizard, The next giveaway is tomorrow. Symbio Head was the winner of the first pack. His is in the mail right now. So tomorrow we'll be choosing another winner. So if you are a holder of Pokey, you may be a winner tomorrow. So I will post the results. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is go through and just pick a random buy and post the wallet address in the Telegram and on Twitter. And the owner of that wallet has like 6 hours to reach out. If not, we'll choose another one. I think that's how we're going to do this one. And then in the future, everything will be done through the DAO, I believe. So lots of exciting stuff to come. Karate Combat Saturday night. Sorry. It's in Dubai. Get your coins over there tomorrow. I think voting opens up. You have to have it in there and your vote's set, I think, a couple hours, 6 hours before the fights start. So yeah, Harry, man, you're gonna be over there, right? We got to get you in there somehow. We get you a front row seat to Luke Rockhold, man. He's a legend. Luke was actually announcing when I first got into it last summer. Luke was announcing the fight. It was between like Rafael Agayev, and I forget who he was fighting, but you could tell like through the first 3-4 fights, he was just like, man, he wasn't into it. He was there. He had to be, but he wasn't passionate about it. You could tell. And then the last fight was awesome. Like these guys just went crazy, like had threw everything they had into it and just beat the shit out of each other for 3 rounds. They had a bonus round or the extra round, and like everyone was up. He was screaming. He got into it like crazy. Oh, dude, no way, Harry. You got a ticket, bro. That's awesome, man. Like I screwed up bad, bro. So I bought a decent amount early, and I didn't understand the betting. So I was betting like a million coins. I had 2 million coins, and instead of spreading them out and betting them on all the fights, I was just taking like 500K, betting it on one fight, and just picking 4 fights and going balls deep on them. And I lost like my first 8 bets. And sure enough, if I had just split them up and bet each fight, I would have been in the top 100 of the leaderboard. So I'd be able to get tickets. I think that's how they give most of them out, is if you did well on the last event, you get tickets, or if you're a top 1,000, I don't even know. I don't even there's it's community driven. That's what's just so cool about this project, is all of the flaws the UFC has, karate solves it. They have the solution for it. The fighter pay problem. Okay, these UFC fighters are under contract. They can't make any more money. Yeah, they can get a bonus. They can knock someone out, make that 50K, get a sponsorship. But with karate, it's so unique, because if you want to support a fighter, you go tell everybody buy coins and bet on the event. You can't lose anything, but the more that's bet, the more that goes to the fighters. And then the price of the token goes up. The fighters make out better. So it's a win-win for everybody. And it's just so interactive. George St. Pierre is going to be there. That Boss Rutan is a legend. He's hilarious. And then Mike, the guy from, I think it's Logan Paul or Jake Paul's podcast, he's one of the hosts over there, I think, of Impulsive. And he's really funny. Like, he's a good commentator. I was surprised. He's hilarious. He's funny as hell. And like on the spot, he could just come up with shit right on the fly. So shout out to him. And guys, this karate's going to blow up. I'm telling you, it's going to be bigger than the UFC in a couple of years. The president, El Prez, he owns or runs the Goat Shed gym down in Miami, which is, I think, one of the most respected MMA gyms out there. So he's got the respect of other fighters. They know who he is. And it's not like he's just some clown that's there to it's all about him. It's not. He cares about his fighters. He's doing the right thing, and he's going to take karate literally on 2 places bigger than the UFC. And right now you have the ability to win free tokens while watching it. You can't lose. It's up only gaming is what they call it. So you swap for your coins, and then you send them to your karate wallet, and then you choose your fighters. And if you lose, they don't take the coins from your wallet. You can only win. So you're losing bets, you get all your coins back. So it's amazing, guys. And it's a way to just stack coins. And you got to think long term with this. Yeah, it might be volatile in the next couple of years where we might see 40, 50% dips, but it's like the Bitcoin pizza guys. In 10 years, if this goes where I think it's going to go, I don't care about selling this bear market and making sure I buy my coins back to maximize my gains. I'd rather just buy a fat bag now, lock it away in my app, keep betting on the fights as they keep happening. And over the next 5 to 10 years, yeah, I'll be able to look back and say, yup, I remember when we got in at a $60 million market cap. Now it's in the billions. And that's how you win. You don't have to deal with the trading, the short-term noise. You got to step back and have a 5-10 year mindset with crypto. These things take a long time to build, to grow. I mean, look at Amazon. Look how long it took. Look how long Tesla in 2018. They were literally, every headline was, oh, if this car doesn't come out in a week, Tesla's broke. They spent their last penny on this tire. If it doesn't work and this car doesn't start, it's all over. They got sued by the SEC. I mean, it was never ending. And now look where they are. Amazon, the stock went to $100 and then retraced down to $6 and went sideways for what, 5-6 years while Bezos was building. And then it took off. So you got to have a long-term vision with these things, guys. And I was just looking at this here. If you don't follow the KOBC Letter on Twitter, follow this account. It's really good with macro stuff, real estate, a lot of different things. But this is scary, guys. The amount of layoffs right now in 2024, it's the most we've seen since 2009. So it's starting to get bad, and they just play fantasy land with the economic numbers. They just manipulate the numbers. If you use the same calculations they used to get inflation in 2018, 2019, you'd get a completely different number. So they just manipulate the hell out of all this data. You know, you're telling me inflation's year-to-year inflation core is 4%. Oh yeah, well, why is my car insurance 20% higher? Why do when I go to the grocery stores, everything double in price? You know, so everything that's important is up 80%, but the stupid shit that they can't account for that is most heavily weighted is the shit that doesn't move. So it's a completely rigged system, guys. This house of cards is about to fall. That's why crypto is so important. I think AI is so deflationary. It's going to kill so many jobs. It's going to make things so much cheaper, so much more efficient. And to offset that deflation, what you have to inflate the hell out of something. They can't inflate real estate anymore. You'll just divide the wealth gap. So it's got to be crypto, metals, or stocks, or a combination of all the above. Something has to start pumping and inflate like crazy to offset what's coming. You can't have all these people losing jobs. Then there's less money to spend. They're not spending as much, and it's just a snowball effect where everything just goes downhill from there. So I don't know if this is like a planned demolition, but it's crazy, guys. And this here too, ETHgate is going to come out. I really hope it does. You know, I got into XRP back in 2019, 2020. You know, I held for the snapshots, for the flare airdrop, for all that. So I've been here for 4 years now, been dragged through the ringer by the SEC. And now, of course, the next, you know, I'm just as big in the XRP as Pulse Chain. Those are my two biggest bags. And sure enough, now Richard Hart and Hex too. So I've gone from the SEC after my biggest bag outside the Richard Hart ecosystem to now the SEC is suing both projects that I have the biggest bags in. But that I'm bullish on that though. If for long term, this is great for me because I know on the other side of this SEC, I want to just say extortion, comes Amazon, Tesla, and success. It's the rite of passage, I think. And in Ethereum, I think this is gonna come out after all the shit that they did to Ripple to slow them down. All of the stuff that happened behind the scenes with the ETH launch. This guy, Steven Nereoff, an attorney and former ETH advisor who's made serious accusations against the founders, particularly Joseph Lube and Vitalik Buterin. Neroff, who's had beef with ETH CEO Vitalik and called them fraudsters. He claims ETH's fraudulent activities exceed those of the infamous FTX scandal. It's so big that it's like a fraudulent elephant in the room, bigger than any other scandal. He says the people who started Ethereum worked together with dishonest U.S. government leaders such as Jay Clayton and Gary Gensler. One of the main issues brought up here is how Ethereum handles data in its move to proof of work. Neroff says that the people who started ETH have been working together with the government to change data and hide illegal actions. This makes him wonder about how decentralized ETH is. Bullish for Pulse Chain. Furthermore, he claims ETH is deeply and highly corrupt, which could impact its regulatory status and the crypto space as a whole. And guys, I did with Jake Claver, when I was blessed to have him on the stream, he was talking about that the SEC is going to come after proof of work staking because your coins leave your wallet. You know, when you stake ETH, you don't hold anything in your wallet. When you stake anything on Hedera, it's liquid staking. Those coins never leave your wallet. In Flare, when you stake, you wrap them, they never leave your wallet. So you're not expecting profits from the work of others. Those coins are staying in your possession. Regular proof of stake, that's not the case. So I don't know. Am I going to be screwed with my Veracity staking? Am I going to be screwed with my Casper staking? Am I going to be screwed with my every coin that's staked besides Hex? Because Richard was so smart, he thought ahead and said, if your coins leave your wallet, it's not a good look. So what if I burn those coins? I give you this T-share as a replacement. That way you're holding something and you're earning Hex off that T-share. It's revolutionary. So no matter what, we win, because I know a lot of you guys have got into Ripple equity on Link 2. We got in there. So XRP now is super cheap. We got our Ripple stock. We're balls deep in Pulse Chain. So we're in the two best projects out there. XRP is going to be taking over payments for all the banks, central banks, all that stuff. And Pulse Chain is going to be taking over stablecoins. It's perfect. It's a win-win, a plan A and a plan B. Whether Ripple and XRP is your plan A or Pulse Chain is your plan A and Ripple's your plan B, perfect. And then plan C, Hedera, and plan D, Stellar, or vice versa. So we can't lose, guys. We cannot lose with what Stronghold, Velio, Relio, with all our real-world asset plays, with Polytrade, Clearpool, Jasmy, with Flare, with Corium, with Saucer Swap, Dovu, Karate, Galaxy, all the stuff on Pulse Chain, Casper, Quant. Guys, we're winning so hard. It's just we gotta just be patient. I'm 2 years ahead. You know, when I was showing the hell out of Sologenics, I got on stream in 2021, and out of all the stuff that was going crazy with NFTs and metaverse and all that nonsense, my dumbass got on stream and started talking about this company that was going to be tokenizing 40,000 stocks. Not even thinking, man, what is it going to take for them to pull this off? How many people are they going to piss off doing this? How long is it going to take for them to get licensed through all these different jurisdictions? I never thought about it. I just saw, holy shit, tokenizing all these stocks. Clearly, cryptos trade 24/7. The stock market trades for what, 6 hours a day, 5 days a week? You don't think they want to trade 24/7? And then I saw that NASDAQ built out a crypto exchange or something, and then they pulled the plug on it last cycle. So they were ready to start including crypto in their trading. So it's only a matter of time, guys. And all these stocks are going to get tokenized, brought on the XRP ledger. A lot of these real world assets will be brought onto the XRP ledger. And that's when we're going to see value and see price appreciation. Not until that happens. This is all the speculation right now. That this is the scam of crypto, is all the valuations of these stupid meme coins and these worthless projects that don't work. Axie Infinity and Step In, and just these crazy overvalued coins that are not going to be here. But in the future, we know the ones that are. and the prices of the nonsense. Look at what Rand Nooner's shilling all the time. Solana, and oh, my new meme coin coming, and oh my God. And I'll give him Injective, that Cosmos over there. I like that. But like the Solana and the memes and just the Sui and the Aptos, all the VC bullshit, that's not going to be the stuff that all the banks and enterprises and real world companies gravitate to. They're all going towards Stellar, towards HBAR, towards the XRP ledger. They're all built for something specific. You know, if you have peer-to-peer payments, QR codes, all that, that's Stellar. No, I just saw a thing that I took a screenshot of the company, the project, and they're bringing FX markets to Stellar. The first project that's working with Soraban, and there's like 3,700 people following the account on Twitter. And it's like, these are the stuff I find, but I'm 2 years too early. So if I had found Sologenics in a year from now, when it's blowing up, everyone would jump on board, but no one wants to talk about a coin that's been going sideways for a year. It looks dead on the chart. And if you don't do any research, you wouldn't know any better. You'd think it's a dead project, but those are the greatest opportunities. When coins are down in the dumps, no one else is talking about them. That's when you want to buy, not when they're up 300%, pumping like crazy. Oh, new all-time high. No, that's when you start selling. You do not want to be buying in that. So back to the ETH thing, I really think this whole market is going to flip around within a year to 2 years. Now, once this bullshit with ETH comes out, all the nonsense that happened, proof of stake is a security. So you need to have liquid staking. You know, even I was talking to Gugat earlier today about Radix. And I've been bullish on that coin for years. And I sold it at 8 cents because it just wasn't doing anything. And now it's probably at 6 cents. But my point is, they have on that blockchain, you cannot use drainers, and you can't use like these honeypot softwares and all these scams that you see around these other blockchains. They can't happen on Radix. So why the hell would people not go and use the blockchain that can prevent all these scams, all the congestion on Solana, all the headache they're facing for this meme shit and scams? You could go to Radix and not have to deal with any of it, but no one cares. It's crazy, but this shit will change. And all the guys that, like, I did commercial real estate for 10 years. I got to meet so many rich guys that if you're just willing to talk to them, they were willing to just have a conversation if you were willing to learn and listen. And it was just shocking to see that these guys' wealth, they came from places they never expected it, or stuff that just took time. It didn't feel like anything at the time. And over 10 years, they realized, oh my God, like, what's going on? This thing is blowing up like crazy. And that's exactly how crypto is right now. All the coins that are going to surpass Bitcoin. Could you imagine the day when XRP or ETH or whatever flips Bitcoin's market cap? Like, nobody could even think about that day right now. Crypto Twitter, the Bitcoin maxis out there, that it's like that day couldn't even exist. And it could happen so fast next year when Japan starts using Ripple between all their banks. Their CBDC is out. Ripple could potentially be settling Swift, potentially settling the back end in the stock market in real time. I just see that real time settlement is going to be a must. And there's only a few companies that do it. R3, Corda, and Ripple. There's one other out there. What is it? Hyperledger, Bosu, I believe. So there's 3 people out there that can do what 130 banks that are partnered with Ripple can do. So all their competitors have 2 options, and R3 Corda is working with Ripple already. So, guys, it's a giant deception out there right now. The mainstream wants you in shit coins, wants you so far away from the projects that are going to be around in the future. But they're the ones that I'm going to tell you to buy. I'm not going to stop. You got to get your Flare right now. You got to look into the Hedera, the XDC, XLM, XRP, and Pulse Chain. Like those 5 right there. If you can just focus on them and ignore everything else, I will G-word guarantee you sleep well at night and you outperform 99% of other people out there. If you could just hold and be patient, and if worst case scenario, Just shut your shit down and come back in a year. Come back in 2 years. If you're in the right projects, it's just a matter of holding. That's it. That's the hardest thing in crypto is holding and not selling out and taking those profits or listening to some FUD or whatever. You have to have a long-term vision with this stuff. Where is this going to go in 5 years from now? Once we're using QR codes for everything. Once we go to a store and we go to Home Depot or Target or whatever, and every single item in there has an RFID chip in there. So if say you want to get a power tool from Lowe's, the theft right now is out of control with people stealing them. They cage up everything in there. Well, they're going to have RFID chips in all those power tools to where they have to be scanned to be turned on and activated, so the electric products, they won't work. So it prevents all kinds of theft. The supply chains, imagine every time we go to the grocery store, you take your phone out and you scan a little code that shows you where all the ingredients came from, where it was made, where it was packaged, everything. That's all coming. That's all going to be done on Hedera. All that supply chain tracking. That's Hedera. It's so funny. You see these things of, oh, look who's done the most transactions in crypto. And they show that Solana has done more than ETH and all these other chains combined. Well, guess what? Hedera has done more than Solana, Ethereum, all them combined. They're at like 8.5 billion transactions, but no one talks about it. So guys, the opportunities, they're going to start coming to an end here. Like Ripple, potential Supreme Court showdown looms. Bullshit. They're in their settlement talks right now. Ripple just moved $550 million or 550 million XRP from escrow. And they did it at an abnormal time. They do it every month. They unlock to sell in the market, whatever. It's part of the roadmap. It is what it is. But there was another transaction that just happened that was abnormal. So I think there's going to be a settlement coming in the near future. I think they're going to sanction Tether. There's going to be a liquidity crisis. And then Ripple's stablecoin conveniently just launched while they're being sued, while a potential Supreme Court showdown looms. They said, fuck you, we're launching our stablecoin. And they did it. And then what happens? All the exchanges, go look at Binance, go look at Uniswap, all these exchanges, the MEXCs, they're all in Tether, the liquidity. So Tether I know Dubai is going to sanction Tether if they haven't already. So that's going to happen. The liquidity is going to dry up in these pairs. And who's going to be there to save the day? But the one that everybody's hated, Ripple. And for us that own Ripple stock, own Ripple equity, we're going to be loving this shit that happens. While everyone else cries and bitches and fuds it, we're going to be laughing all the way to the bank while we're opening up our Pokemon cards. Because I got Pokemon cards for days, guys. I want to give them away too. So I want everybody to win. I want to build a project where a community of like this, where I could do every week, we could do a raffle where I can buy like a $200 booster box and do $5 lotto tickets or raffle tickets and sell 50 of them. And that way I could ship anywhere around the world. It pays for everything and somebody can win a $200 box for $5-10. And it's really funny. If you look, everything is shitting the bed right now, investment wise. But guess what? Every Pokemon box from the Sword and Shield era, which is the last one, they're all going up. So the new block is Scarlet and Violet, and everyone's shitting on them. The Scarlet and Violet block is basically XRP and Pulse Chain and Hex. Everyone's funding them. They're down in the dumps. No one wants them. And it was the same thing that I heard about these sets. So silver tab. All right, where we go. Oh shit! I didn't type in booster box. So these things in the last couple of years, the price, it's absolutely insane. So look, here's these elite trainer boxes. They were $30 on here, out of price or out of stock. I got that case of 10 behind me for $202. So I just lowball the shit out of people. I'll go on there and lowball 10 people, and one person will be desperate and needs to take the money, and they'll accept the offer. And so it's great. But these boxes here, guys, like they're 140. They're all sold out right now. But look at this. Over the last 6 months. So October last year from 110 up to 140. So these things have gone up over 20%. while everything else is about to start crashing. Pokemon cards are going to start pumping. It's so funny. So you can make more. Look at this, Evolving Skies. It's insane. This box was $200 a couple of years ago. And look, in the last year, it was $350 in April last year, and now it's up to $650. This thing, I only have a couple packs of it, because I was way more into Magic like 3 years ago when this set was out everywhere. But the fact that it's at $700 a box is wild to me. I bought a case of Chilling Reign. There's 12 sets, I think, in how do you spell this? There we go. Chilling Reign booster box, $211. So I bought a case for $700. Now they're going for like 14 on eBay, if they even had them. Like, I cannot believe there's no current listings. Like, I've never seen this before where all these boxes are gone. I mean, the last one sold for $210. So I bought this last November. Or no, November 2023. Sorry. So it was 15, 16 months ago, 17 months ago for $120 a box. And now they're already inside a sealed case has a premium on it too. So look at that. These things have gone up. Even in the last month, it's gone up almost 35%. It's wild, guys. So Pokemon is outperforming everything but crypto. And if we have like a crash, these things aren't going to get affected. They just keep going up. It's every single set from Sword and Shield era. And I wish I bought way more Magic stuff than Pokemon. I've really started going heavy on the Pokemon the last like 6 months, but I got like 10 times the amount of Magic sealed than I do Pokemon. And look, this box just drives me nuts. I was looking at my eBay and I know I ordered some years ago. And sure enough, I ordered it and like there was the seller never sold it or never shipped it. And I got refunded and I never bought it back. And I looked and they were $84 a box for 2 of them. And that was in 2022. So almost 2 years. And these things have tripled in price and they're going to keep going up. These things are not going to stop. Like some of the XY Evolutions booster box. All right, so this is the trainer box right here. The one that I just bought, the Silver Tempest ones for $20 a piece. These ones are $192 from the XY. This is before Sword and Shield. So these for like 2017, I think these came out. So these here are $200 and you get 8 booster packs. So a box of these are like 12 or 1300 and they were $80. You could not sell these actually dropped down to like $60 a box back in 2017. Nobody wanted them. So I've seen this from 2017 to 2021 where you could not give these cards away in 2017. And then in 2021 during the pandemic, adults were fighting in Walmart and Target to go buy them at full retail price. That's how crazy it got. Then Logan Paul, it just went nuts. And then they overprinted the shit out of everything. All the card games did, even Pokemon. But Pokemon is now recovered. And that's why you're starting to see all these things from 2020, 2021 are now starting to take off. And I think there's 2 more of them. I think Astral Radiance is about to go out of print too. And then that's the last one. And then all of them are going to start pumping like crazy. And they're going to keep going up. Yeah, 164. That's crazy. So where's the ETBs? I got like 6 or 7 of these right now. Yeah, $36. I can't believe I must have to log in or something because there's no way they're out of stock of all this. I don't believe that. But it is what it is. He booked. I don't know. That's you got definitely you gotta have to go to eBay. Whenever I don't know about anything, bro, I just go to eBay. And if anything you have has a barcode on it, you could just go to the search bar and click the little icon next to it, and you can scan barcodes. So like when I'm at like the store or something, and I don't know, like at some of the clearance places, you can find older boxes or packs. I'll just scan them to see what they're going for on eBay. And if they're selling for more, than what they're on the shelf for, I'll just pick them up. So that's a hack if you got sealed or anything with barcodes. But yeah, guys, this is a passion of mine. I love it. And I want to build a website where I can come on and we can open some of these older boxes where, you know, people throw in money and say, whatever, we get 10 guys to each throw in $50 or $70. We buy an Evolving Skies box and try to hit the $1,000 card or something. And then, I don't know, we'll split it up and everyone gets 4-pack. I don't know how it would work, but that's what I envision, where all of us can open them. I'll ship cards to people. You know, I can sell cards on there. I don't even mind. You know, the ones I bought here, I don't even mind putting them up there and selling them at no profit for holders of the coin. Like, I want to make this about the community. It's not about just making money as quick as possible and running. No, this project, it's a passion of mine, and it's going to take some time to build, but I'm going to take my time and I'm going to do it right. And hopefully some of you guys support it. And once you become a holder, you are now automatically eligible every 8th, 18th, and 28th of the month. We'll be giving away these sealed blister packs right here. I'll take this down now. So these right here, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest. So these are the ones you can't tamper. They're tamper proof because they're in the cardboard pack. If you see packs and they're in the little just the plastic in here, I wouldn't trust it. I would feel like those came from a booster box that they pulled the hits out of and then are going to just sell the loose packs. So don't ever buy just loose packs unless they're sealed blistered like this. So, yep, 3 of these. Well, 2 more will be going away this month. Already gave away 1 to Symbio Head. Tomorrow, another lucky winner. And you know what? These things are like, what, $4 or $5 right now, but you keep it sealed for 3 years, you'll triple up, double or triple up. And this is just a little pack, you know. So imagine your 1 pack, you know, you buy 1 a week. Next thing you know, in a couple months, you got a handful. A couple years, you got a drawer full. And then after 5 years, like me, you got an entire room full where you walk in and say, oh my God, where did all this come from? And that's a damn good feeling. That's exact microcosm of getting wealthy. You know, sitting right here with these little packs, it doesn't feel like anything. You know, you go and buy 3 or 4 at a time, go spend $20. It's like, yeah, it's not much. You know, then you combine it with all the other ones. And then once a month or once every 2 months, I go back home and I go back to the vault and I bring everything back. Usually it's like, you know, a couple big cardboard boxes or whatever. It doesn't feel like much, but every couple months, I make a trip and then I come back, I have empty shelves and just start stacking a couple packs, you know, buying a case of ETBs. And then over the years, it starts to add up to where I look back and say, how the hell did I get all this? But at the time, it felt like I'm never going to get anywhere. I'm just buying these little things. It's nothing. But that's the feeling with crypto. You know, $50 here, $50 there. Just keep stacking onto your bags, accumulating into the blue chips. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I can't stress that enough with these blue chips, with some of these projects that are going to change the world. They're going to change the way money is sent around the world. They're going to change the way we interact with each other. Like, so much is going to come from these 5 ecosystems: Hedera, Stellar, XRP, and the XLM. I'm going to consider one. So that, Richard Hart, Hedera, and then like Casper, XDC, the other ISO stuff, Quants. Guys, the values are going to be insane. And I just hope you have the ability to see through the FUD and see through all the nonsense and just start stacking them now, because you will be able to give them to your grandkids. You know, and when XRP is being used as a bridge asset for any country to send any currency around the world for instant settlement, that shit's not going away. There's a reason you don't hear banks talking about, oh yeah, we're going to use the Lightning Network for our new CBDC. Oh yeah, we just found Bitcoin Cash, and we talked to Roger Ver, and you know what? We're now using that for the Bank of International Settlements main stablecoin. It doesn't work like that, guys. These companies that are being chosen, it takes years, 5 to 10 years to build out, get all the licensing, everything behind the scenes before they can unleash it. And we're almost to the finish line. We got the stablecoin regulations we need. The Ripple lawsuit's got to end. And then maybe the Coinbase nonsense settles. And then I think 6 months from now, we start seeing IPOs, Ripple, Circle. And then we have the full-blown bull market. And these opportunities to buy down at the rock bottoms are going to be gone. And they're never coming back here. We'll never see these prices again for the projects that survive the great cleansing that's coming when 99% of shit coins and worthless projects go away after this cycle. So choose wisely. Be careful to who you follow out there. There's so much fudge, so many people that have voices and huge followings that don't have a clue what they're doing. They don't even understand the difference between GPU and GPU.net and Node AI. Don't even know people were fudding PDI last summer. Now the entire community is behind it. And it's just sad to see. It's almost a gift and a curse to be able to see where these things are going, identify projects that are ahead of their time, because most people can't see it and they don't want to hear it. But it is what it is, guys. For you that get it, you get it. And we're going to be the ones that have the last laugh here. So smash that like button, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you tomorrow night with another video.